Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another great episode of Kyndra's Corner Comedic Edition, man. I am so excited. Before I go ahead and bring these couple of gentlemen on, I need you guys to make sure y'all like, you comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you are not missing any more exclusive interviews, podcasts, because I got legends in the building. First person I'm going to bring to the stage, I just want to let y'all know this. If a man has dirty nails with no job, he's been digging in his behind all day long. Louis, I don't know why you keep digging in your behind. Clean your freaking nails, man. The heck is wrong with you?
You're right. This is something that I need to work on. And I do need to be put on blast about this as often as possible. So thank you for letting the world know what's going on.
Of course, hey, listen, I want to be a good, citizen of this, doing my just duties, right? I'm not a good friend to you if I don't do it. If I don't let you know.
And now you've made me paranoid for the next probably 30 years. I'm going to look down at these nails constantly. So I appreciate that too. Thank you.
Well, let me go ahead and have the next person. So next person, man, he told me the story about one time how he nutted so fast. He had to tell his shorty that her cat stank and she had to leave home crying. Look, it was either him or her. He had chose him. Dwayne, welcome. Welcome.
I would never have sex with a woman that owns a cat. First and foremost. No, I'm kidding.
When I say her cat, I'm talking about her vagina. It smells so bad. That's the cat. And also
you would also never have sex with a woman who has that kind of cat either.
Yeah,
so.
that's fair. That's what you got to do the finger test. You got to do the finger. I remember that from the old days. I haven't had to do that in a long time, but like decades. But yeah, you do the test. You got to check it out. Make sure before you head south, you got to do a recon.
I remember, speaking of cats, right? I got a cat, and so cats are nuisances. They really are. They can be. And so I remember one time.
Which one are we talking about right now? We can. I mean, two things can be true, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So the one that meows, the one that flies, and she has a tail. It has a tail. Okay, has a tail.
Still not narrowing it down for everyone, but
this one particular day. So this one particular day, this guy comes to my house, and so he's trying to give me head, but the cat is like as he's trying, the cat has her paws on the back of his calves, and he's not even paying attention to that. And I'm like, this is so freaking awkward.
He's not paying attention to the cat or your cat. Which one is he not paying attention
to? Wait, say that again.
Which cat was he not paying attention to?
No, he was not paying attention to the feline that we found in the woods
while he was going down. Good for him, dude. That's a man that's focused.
I mean, but how? Imagine it's like, what if a roach crawls in the back of your leg? You're trying to give your wife head.
Well, there's a big difference between a roach and a cat. That's a big difference.
Also, you got a job to do sometimes. Sometimes you just have to deal with this.
You just have to focus and get it done. Take care.
That's a Zen master focus right there.
Yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Every one of us has been. The amount of times I kick my dog during sex, like, get away. Dude. It's not. You don't. This isn't your time. Like,
what kind of dog?
Huh?
What kind of dog? Because that can make it uncomfortable. We have a Great Dane at our house. It's very uncomfortable.
He's a lab. He's not small, but he wonders what's happening to mom.
No, the Great Dane
about her. So he's like, why is mom's upset?
Why are you breathing so hard, Mom? Protection mode.
Why are you yelling at him?
What the heck is wrong with you?
You pray loud.
Let me go to the interesting news of the week. I'm gonna start off with Dwayne first.
Okay.
So interesting news. I know last time you came on, we talked about Virginia and there was a raccoon. This is
the raccoon in Ashburn. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a West Virginia woman. Okay. So this 82-year-old West Virginia woman was charged after allegedly, but she did it, was giving drugs to minors. So what happened was she was acting as a caretaker for multiple minors. And then, she ended up getting busted and they did the whole raid on her house and everything else like that. Right. And so now, like that song Akon Locked Up, that's her. That's her. What are your thoughts on this, Dwayne?
Well, I mean, two things really. It's about time these minors got some drugs because they've been working down there for years. with no with no drugs. I think a minor on crystal meth could mine more coal, and make Trump happy. Oh, they're talking about young kids miners.
Yes,
that is the most West Virginia shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm not even surprised by it, dude. This is like this woman is like, she's like, hey, she's just made this a money making operation, hand over fist. She's getting money from the government. She's probably charging them for the meth. I mean, look, man, don't hate on businesses. You know what I mean? Don't hate on small businesses. As long as she's filing her taxes, as long as she's doing her thing. No, it's horrible. It's freaking horrible. I'm sorry. I want to say that so I don't end up on a list somewhere.
No. How do you? And it was fentanyl as well, which I kept thinking about. So I'm like, I thought fentanyl kills you after you use it one time, but apparently it doesn't.
I don't think so. I think
kids have a high tolerance. Kids can tolerate it better than adults.
West Virginia kids have a tolerance for drugs. Have you been to West Virginia? It's come on. Don't.
I haven't.
If you go, call me. I'll go with you. I have a truck and guns.
All three of us. It can't just be you. Louis has to come as well.
Louis, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm there. If 82-year-olds are players of this sort of fun, I mean,
Yeah, West Virginia is a different type of place.
So I've never been to West Virginia, but the joke everywhere is that this sounded like a Florida story to me. And so is West Virginia like Florida on fentanyl?
It is. It's the Florida of the mountains.
It's the Florida of the mountains.
It is true. It's mountain Florida. That's 100% true. That is crazy. And the funny, West Virginia started because they seceded from Virginia because they didn't want to have slaves. And they were very progressive. They are not anymore.
Yeah, that's taken a hard right.
Flipped drastically. Yeah. It's good old West Virginia. It's fun. It's right next door. It's right it's where I go to buy fireworks. I will say that it's the best place. I just drive to West Virginia, buy fireworks every July. So it's close. It's close. And you can go there and feel good about yourself because you have all your teeth.
In California, I'm a 5. West Virginia, I can pull 7, 8, maybe even
17, bro. Are you kidding me? Bro, look at yourself. You have glass. You can afford glasses. You have your teeth. I mean,
I'd be the richest person in West Virginia, probably.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Wait. I got a question. Real quick side note. You say you go get your fireworks from there. Why not get your fireworks in regular Virginia? What's the difference?
Because they are illegal. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They have fireworks, but they go like 3 feet in the air. It's like kiddie fireworks. So you gotta every year we go to West Virginia, we buy way too many fireworks, and then we shoot them off in the suburbs with houses everywhere, and it's a great time.
It's a great time.
Every 4th of July. If you're in DC, just say it. Come on. It's a good time.
Before I go to Louis, when I used to work at the airport and people, I was a kiosk attendant, right? So I remember a lot of folks would go to Charleston and they would be like, are you going to Charleston, West Virginia or South Carolina? They're like, there's a Charleston, West Virginia. I'm like, did y'all not pay attention to school?
I was just there. I just stayed there like a month ago. No kidding. Nobody
paid attention in school. Y'all didn't pay attention to history class? Like, there's a West Virginia? Yes, there's a West Virginia. Like, what did y'all learn in school? Y'all are older than me. I know the education that they didn't have like back in the day.
Is there a North Virginia? There is a Northern Virginia. That's where I live. There
is.
People down in the rest of Virginia actually refer to us as enemy territory still. It's kind of weird.
I listen, I was just surprised that people did not know there was a Charleston, a West Virginia, or even a Charleston. I'm like, guys, you just pay. I mean, I don't know.
Sucks. I will say that Charleston, West Virginia is gross.
I bet.
I was like I said, I was just there because I did a show in Milton, West Virginia, because my career is killing it.
Yes.
That's right.
Actually, it was a fun show. I was
going to say, how are the crowds? I feel like areas like that sometimes you have some of the most fun crowds.
Yeah, they were actually fun. They were into it. It was a big room. It was packed out, so it was fun. You just got to talk slower. They did not care for the abortion jokes. I'll say that. I bailed on those halfway through. I was like, never mind. Thought you guys were cool.
I have many of those. Well, But like I said, when I go out there, I'm like I said earlier, I'm gonna go. Dwayne's coming, Louis coming. Y'all gotta bring y'all's dogs. Okay, I don't know how like if y'all's dogs can fend off people. Are they good guard dogs as well, or what? No,
are we back to the? Were we talking about sex with dogs before? Is that?
Yeah, the same. Those
we're
same
talking about
dogs.
sex with dogs, Louis. Let's be clear.
What?
About dogs.
It's West Virginia.
Interrupting during sex with two consenting adult human beings.
Well, that's what happens in most states, but West Virginia, I wasn't sure if we were going back into
the
that
record show.
No.
Let me go to Louis. Louis, what are your thoughts on the interesting news of the week?
82-year-old giving meth to anything to get the kids outside off screens is probably a good idea at this point. Mm-hmm. That's probably I feel like when I read the story that had to have been what her motive was, right? I mean, why else are you giving these kids meth? You don't want them to be on meth in your house, right?
Well, they could clean.
Do meth heads are they fastidious? That doesn't connect with me. Are they clean?
I've heard they clean their asses off when they get high. They can just point them in a direction and it's like point and fire and forget. You know,
so it's like performance enhancing drugs for housekeepers. I think of them on the streets, and we want kids off screens on the streets. I think it's a terrible story, but I see what her mind was thinking is kind of where I go with this.
Listen. Actually, I just thought about it. I knew one person who did meth, right? This black guy, he did meth. I said, bro, you know you should stay with crack. What's wrong with you? He did meth for a while. And hold on. So, Dwayne, remember we talked about off screen about like the not caring and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, he said, I was ODing. And he says the first thing I did, I called my mom. I was like, wow, if you're ODing, I know you had that much strength to pick up the phone, right? He said he was ODing, calls his mom. Mom, I feel like I'm about to die. It's like, well, just call on Jesus, honey. And then she hung up the phone on him.
Look, man, that dude probably, she's probably been through that before.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, I'm dying. I'm just like, all right, cool. I got shit to do. Bye.
So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. You can call 911 too later. Like, I get it. That's tough love. That's tough parenting.
If you're self-aware during an OD, I feel like that's something we can hang up on. Like that's not the most serious OD.
Yeah. Yeah, unless your mom runs an ambulance company, maybe don't make that your first call if you think you're dying.
Yeah.
Or start with, I'm so sorry.
Well, he lived. He's good. But
what's his mom say about this story is what I want to know.
You know what? I'll have to let you know next time I talk to him. He added me back as a friend on Facebook. Then I made a post. I thought it was a cool post, right? Like the way you said that you made an abortion. I thought y'all were cool. Now, then he just went off on me in the post and he disappeared again. This is recent. I said, bro, what the heck is wrong with you?
And then you talked about him today on your podcast. And
we'll be back.
Yeah, no, we'll see. He's making a return.
Universe will bring. You just manifested his ass back in here. Like you just did The Secret on him, and you didn't even know it. That's not okay.
Hey, back to this story. I just was thinking that because when Kyndra sends these news stories to us, it's like the first news I read usually in months because I don't like following the news because it's so negative. Yeah. And I was like going through some of the stories that are on right now with our country. And I was like, what kind of world are we in where a story about an 82-year-old giving drugs to children was like kind of like a feel-good story compared to everything else going on.
Right? It was.
What are we doing?
Trying to help.
Just trying. Yeah, she's trying something. Most people sit back and complain. She's taking action of some sort.
Did she do it the way I would have done it? No. But was her heart in the right place? Maybe.
Yeah. What would you didn't cast the first stone, okay?
Wait, Dwayne. If you wanted to get the kids out, and that's why I was gonna kind of come back. I was mentioning the dude who did the meth, the black dude who did the meth. He said he was so productive at work, and it does actually make you get clean. His boss was like, "What were you on, man? You literally killed it with the phone calls. Like you were the top person." So my question is, Dwayne, what would you have done to try to get your child, your children, without doing what she did, right? To get them to clean up the house. Like, what is your go-to method that you can give other parents out there who are struggling with that?
Oh God, let me tell you something. I wish I could tell you. I wish I do. My son, he turned a corner and just started cleaning his own shit up. It was amazing. And my daughter is hasn't done that yet. She is not there. She's in college, and it's horrible. I go to her room and I'm just like, I have to call her and tell her like a day in advance. I'm like, clean your shit. I'm coming because I don't want to see it. What I will say, I was sloppy until my mom. We went to therapy, and my mom. They told my mom, it's like, hey, if you can close the door, leave it alone, and he'll clean his own shit up. And all of a sudden, I did. I started cleaning up they just closed the door and started ignoring it and not yelling at me, and I started cleaning my stuff. So I was like, give them responsibility. You know what I mean? This isn't funny at all. This is real. This is real talk. Look, give them responsibility on their own and let them do their shit. And they'll do it, or they just will be determined they're a slob forever.
Well,
which may be what one of my children has gone down that path. Maybe she should do meth. I don't know. Well, maybe I should give her meth. It's probably cheaper than Adderall.
I know so little about drugs. I don't know. Is Adderall something you get on the street? I know that makes you clean.
I think Adderall's like speed, right?
It's speed. It's essentially speed. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a methamphetamine. It's just legal, and highly controlled. And I guess not because it's free for us. She gets it from the doc, but like that's free. I've never taken it. I've been tempted to so many times, like on a road trip. Like, let's see what this stuff does, but I haven't yet because I don't want to be that productive.
They got to live up to that in the future.
Yeah.
That's how drug addicts are born. Is that first time they take drugs, they're really good, and then after that,
And after that, it's all downhill. It's never the same. You're chasing the high. It's kind of like comedy. You're always chasing the high.
The dragon you're chasing on meth is a clean house, apparently, though, based on what we're talking about.
You know what? That reminds me, right? I remember because I tried different drugs, but I always did them one time because I'm like, this is not something I should want to get familiarized with. And plus, it gets expensive after a while, right? So there was one time I was in the mental hospital, and I loved it there because I ate good, more than I do here at my own house. I'm like, should I go check myself back in? It was great, man. It was great to like talk about my feelings. I felt alive. I felt so alive there. All right, and then I
was
saw
eating good. I was happy. I had friends. I had grippy socks.
Yeah,
who doesn't love
grippy socks?
Let me hug myself. It was great.
It was nice. It was nice.
It was a room
right?
I could just run against the walls. It was amazing.
It was
so safe.
This one particular night, I'm sleeping in the bed, and I hear this one girl. She just screams out of nowhere. It sounds like a banshee that's dying. And I jump up, and I'm like, what the heck? Like when you said chase the dragon, she chased the dragon with meth, and it was just never the same for her, right? And so let's fast forward. Of course, I gave people like my contact information. They can call me, all of that type of stuff. And then she had tried to come on to me, right? So I'm like, oh, well, I think about, I don't watch porn no more, but porn always has this fantasy of the hot girl next door, the girl, your dream girl, and everything else like that. It never was women who look like that to try to come on to me. It was always the others. It was always the ones who look like a squirrel with a trash bag wrapped around their face, right? Like she was but the fact of the matter is, she came on to me, and I was like, well, let me just try it. It didn't go nowhere. It went nowhere because she had no car, didn't really have a license or whatever else. I mean, that means it's basically a child. I would have to come pick you up. I would have to come to you. Can you please? It's no better than when I was trying to date men as well. I'm like, why do I have to come pick y'all up? I'm not your mommy. I'm not your mommy.
That's weird.
And now I don't like women at all because I always say, I looked in the women's restroom and I said, bro, y'all are nasty. I can't believe I was literally trying to eat cat, and I did. And then some of y'all's women's vaginas, I don't know what the heck is it, like. It's just like a little tangy smell. Like y'all know how every woman's vagina, Dwayne, you're married, so you don't have to worry about it. Louis, so are you. Paul, before y'all, you did a little. I never did the smell test. See, I was like, oh, I'm just horny. I'm just gonna whip my breast out, and we're just gonna do it. It's like, no, you still need to do the smell test.
Let's take it out. So you want to shower? You want to shower first? You want to go clean up something? I'm saying. That's where shower sex was invented.
What are you trying to say, Dwayne? I smell.
No, I just think it'll be fun. Soap up. Hey, whatever.
I know about this, Dwayne.
No man is ever going to ask to actually have shower sex because it sucks. But if they do, that's a hint, ladies. Just saying.
But yeah, no, she she chased the dragon, and then like I said, that's kind of what led her down a spiral on. But I just thought about that, forgot all about that. I was like, oh yeah,
this sounds like the saddest porn ever, actually.
It sounds like I don't know whether I'm happy or sad for you that you were part of that spiral. You were like, you know what?
Played a central role.
Kyndra's next door. That'll be better.
Well, my thoughts on this woman. Hey man, you know what? She looked like she didn't care. It is what it is. At this point, hey, lock her up. She probably was just done with life anyway. It's like, I'm just bored. Nothing else better to do. Why not? I just kind of wonder. My thing is, how did she get caught? How do y'all think that she got caught?
The meth lady?
Yeah, and the fentanyl lady. Yeah.
I mean, if you have a street full of kids running around on meth, I think that, they're going to ask where they're supposed to be. And that's probably how she got caught. All of them pointing at one house. I've never been to a meth house, but I accidentally, I didn't read the Airbnb reviews carefully enough one time when I stayed at a place, and I went to like a heroin den. Like there was like one room that was decently kept, and I walked in, there were like 12 people sleeping on the floor. That was I gave them lower reviews. I didn't want it to happen to anybody else. I feel like I feel like if you give drugs to that many kids, everyone's going to end up knowing where those kids came from. Like they're going to see it.
Oh my gosh.
Why are all these really skinny kids at that big fat woman's house? That doesn't make sense at all. That's crazy. I don't know, man. They just, I think one of them probably tried to sell it to somebody else.
And then didn't the story at the end say she was in charge of some kids and then more kids came? It's like, well, yeah, that's also a red flag too. Like, why are all these extra kids going over to this 82-year-old woman's house and coming out very happy? And very clean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a fake caregiver though. She was a fake. I wonder how she lured them in. Hey, y'all want some candy? And like, how you have the candy lady in y'all's neighborhood. You grow up, they build a trust with you and everything else like that, right?
No, I don't know that at all.
Oh, okay, well,
it's methmorine. That's what it is.
Like in my neighborhood, where I'm literally the candy lady, right? So I bring home.
That's how it starts, Kyndra.
She's trying to get ideas.
2 years, you're gonna be 80 years old, and you're gonna be giving away meth. You're like, well, apparently, Tic Tacs weren't good enough. It starts with some bubble gum, and next thing you know.
Well, yeah. No, it was literally every time I come back from like food bank or whatever, I have like a whole bunch of snacks for the kids and stuff, and I'll be like, and the only thing I gotta say is, who wants Takis? And then like a slew of children out of nowhere, they'll just break free. They'll fly from like the top of their roof down. I'm like, oh my gosh, where'd y'all come from? And I'm like, can y'all help me out with this? And they'll just.
This sounds like a Dateline episode waiting to happen, Kyndra.
Yeah. Chris Hansen's in your house right now.
I want to go on the record saying I'm not comfortable with
if
a lot.
Come out with a pizza, you are fucked. That's all I'm saying. That's the key.
Hilarious. Let me go into the random.
She's like, let me pivot.
If a kid tells you to bring a pizza to their house, Chris Jansen will be there. That's the rule.
Yeah.
That's not a real kid.
It's not. And I'm like, y'all don't think y'all gonna get caught, but okay, all right. Well, here's a random polling question of the day. So let me come to Louis. Let me come to you first. What was the dumbest thing? Because everybody at some point, they get jealous of you over whatever. But what was the dumbest thing that someone ever caught an attitude about because you were doing better than them that you remember?
Oh, well, I went through like real bad depression and panic in my 20s. And so I started meditating a bunch. That's how I found my way out of it. And so I kind of developed this ability to really just not get angry about a lot of stuff, even if I don't like it. And I had several girlfriends in my past, sometimes my wife, when I'm not getting mad about stuff, they're like, oh, sorry, I'm not a monk. I'm the asshole for not being an asshole is kind of how they treat me. Yeah. Like if I don't get worked up about stuff, I'm a bigger asshole than if I would have been an asshole, I think.
I'm stuck on the monk part. Like what?
Like
I think next time you should just go whap and hit them and
just a sucker punch.
How's that feel?
I just stuff doesn't bother me in a visceral way. I'll stew on it. I'll hold it in and it'll come out later. But like in the moment, I just don't get mad, and people get mad at me for not getting mad, and I don't like that. Now I'm getting mad.
I'm pissed at you right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just
Steve.
telling me about it. Like I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, mad,
Dwayne, follow it up. What about you? What's something that somebody was upset about with you in life because you were doing better than them?
When I first went in the Army, I was 130 pounds of just because that's what bone and sinew weighs, because I had no muscle on my body whatsoever.
How tall are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
5'10".
Okay.
So yeah, now I'm like 199, but like before, I was 130 pounds, and so but you had to get weighed in like every couple of months. So and there were kids that were really close to being on the border of being overweight, and so they hated me because I may have been an asshole about it. I may have gone to weigh-ins eating cookies on the scale. I may have done things like that. And one of them told me, like, one day, you go, that shit's funny now, but one day, I'm like, nah, I'll never get weighed in. That's 50 pounds away. 2005, they go, hey man, you're over. You got to get taped. It was no big deal. I mean, it was like they just tape you, so it's not like a throw. But it was like, hey, you hit the max. I'm like, I'm over 190. They're like, yeah. I'm like, holy fuck, what happened? I was like, it was 13 years ago. But it was that. But people would get pissed. The fat guys would get mad as shit because I was skinny. They're like, you don't know. I was like, well, but you could break me in half. So there's that. But yeah, I remember getting heat for that, being too skinny.
Something stupid. I will say, let's see. I can be on both sides, right? I'm gonna start off the side where I was a hater, all right? Because listen, I gotta be honest right here. I gotta be honest.
I've never seen a woman be a hater before.
Oh no, they are. They just don't like taking accountability. Okay, have you ever seen a woman take accountability?
I'm not answering that. My wife might see this.
I'm not gonna answer that question because this is on film. So.
She would kill me and then not admit to it. So you answered. I think I might have answered that question right there. Anyway.
I had a friend of mine at the time who I used to hang out with religiously, right? and so the thing was, you as men, y'all can sniff out if a woman is loose. Like she's a good times girl. Like, oh yeah, I know what I can do with her. She's only good for recreational activities, not really good to take home to mom, right?
I don't think about it like that.
Okay, well. Well, there are, of course you're married off the market, right? You don't have to, whatever. So that's what she was really good for. She was just good for that, right? Just this whole Little Kim in training, all right? Little Kim studied after her. That's who this was, all right? Millie Jackson, that's a throwback. Millie Jackson, okay? Heather Hunter, okay, the porn star. People like her, okay? That's who she was. So she actually was a stripper at one point, So anyway, I was getting jealous of her because every time we would go out, every single time, men were always looking at her. They never looked my way. So I did an experiment. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna walk around half naked, basically almost in my birthday suit, right? I'm gonna have it all out, right? Like this is Girls Gone Wild, right? I literally, so even with that, I'm out with her. They still didn't look my way. I said, is my sex not selling around here? What the heck is going on? And I got upset with her about that. I said, why is every time we go out, men are always hollering at you? Well, I don't know, Kyndra. I don't know why men are always hollering at me. Yeah, because you're a Jezebel. That's why. I figured it out. You have a Jezebel spirit.
You're naked yelling at her for being a Jezebel.
You slut while you're wearing
such a slut.
But you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. As I matured, I realized it's not really a good thing if men are only coming to you for that all the time. Like no one's coming to you to be a wife. Like no, and then she's getting hollered at by women. The women who are on the porn videos who look good. Why do I get the leftovers? And you're one sitting here getting the pot roast, the oxtails, the lobster. I'm sitting here getting slop.
Was she really getting the pot roast and lobster?
She was. The women were actually attractive.
She was getting crabs.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
I know that.
Oh, well, yeah. So she, like I said, she's like, I never had an STD, never had one. She literally, again, she was just, and somehow she's like, oh, I'm very tight. How are you still tight? But you didn't have so many people. I asked her, what's her body count present day? She's like, oh, I don't even know what my body count is. Sis, that's a problem. Okay, let's fast forward. When I've had an instance where I've had a person mad at me for doing better than them, my brother, he was upset. He was a convict at one point. So he was be upset over the fact that I'm out there traveling. I got a better job. One time he even accused me and one of my homegirls, who's like in her 50s, like one of the oldest friends I got, we were doing a road trip and I just need a car to use or whatever else may be. And I heard him tell my mom, yeah, that's probably her lesbian lover. Why are they going out of town? Blah, blah, blah. So now my mom is sitting here. He's in her ear, right? Da, 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 da. Now my mom's coming to me. So Kyndra, what do y'all really have going on? You and this woman. And I was like, bro, are you smoking crack right now? Get out of my face. Y'all are, can I say the R word? Retarded. Y'all are retarded. Y'all, that's what y'all are. Get out of here with that. So my bro, I'm like, of course, why were you gonna get upset with me because I'm doing? Listen, a lot of people have been to jail. People have records. You could have got yours expunged. Okay, you're sitting here upset. And then he wants to blame the white man. The white man did this. The white man did that. And I'm like,
I apologize.
It's good you're taking accountability, though, Dwayne. That's something that.
I mean, you know, it's my fault. It's my fault.
I'm like, I said, sir. So, like I said, my brother, because I had to really think long and hard on this. I was like, who was? And I said, oh, that's right, my brother. Him just upset about this. Him just upset about that, and all of that type of stuff. Like even for example, right? He wants to a dream job that he wants to do. He's always said this. He said that he wants to breed dogs, right? And he basically be a breeder. Well, sir, you realize that it's a certain amount of dogs that you can have in your residential neighborhood, wherever you're living. You can't have 40 dogs that you had done bred. On top of that, dogs are expensive. What happens if your dog gets sick? Do you have money to go and feed, to prepare to send off for that dog? What happens if nobody ever actually comes and gets a dog? You still have to keep those dogs. What are you going to do? You know, but again, I was really with him for the dream, and I was really thinking, I said, I really want this to happen for you because I want you to be somebody in life. But at the same time, I'm like, this is not looking good. Let's find something else. Okay, God gives us all different dreams. One point I wanted to be a basketball wife, and I never made it with that. I mean, it's still not too late. I can go get me a little young 22-year-old boy, you know, be his little girlfriend for about 2 weeks. And, you know, Dwayne, if you see him out there on the road doing something he has no business doing, you let me know. All right?
Always the WNBA too, don't forget.
Keep those options open. Keep them open.
Yeah. Don't fuck.
Yeah, listen. I wanted to be. It was so many things that I wanted to be a neurosurgeon, you know, brain doctor. I'm like, yeah, it was so many things I wanted to be. Right. So,
and be a wife or a neurosurgeon. Pick your path.
Same shit, really. When you think about it.
I was the same.
Tomato, but whatever.
so that's what I would say. That's my answer. Those are my answers and stuff like that. But anybody else that I can't think of. So yeah, there it is. The end.
The end.
All right. So we're at the end of our segment. This is where I give everybody the opportunity to go ahead and you know, shout yourself out, whatever shows you have going on. Louis, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first. What do you have coming up either this month or next or so?
This month I'm doing a lot of local stuff. I'm doing some cool jazz and jokes show next weekend in San Diego County. I'm hitting the road in April. I'm doing a lot. I'm doing Northern California, Reno, Tahoe, Sacramento, Oakland, and then I'm actually getting up to Canada in July for the first time, doing Vancouver.
Nice.
And I'm trying to get Chicago and Boston locked down. So yeah, this summer and into the fall, a lot of traveling. Follow me. You can get the information that way.
Yeah, man.
It's Louis Comedy.
Louis Comedian.
Okay, Louis Comedian. Yes. Okay. Dwayne, go ahead. What about
yeah, so big thing next week. I'm heading back out to LA to do the 100th anniversary celebration of the Bob Hope Patriotic Hall. I'm performing at that. I'm super psyched about that. It's gonna be an absolute blast. And heading to Michigan for a weekend. Then I'm going on my first cruise as a comic with Princess Cruise Line. So 915-year-old people. We'll be laughing at my jokes. It'll be great. Yeah, and then head out to Idaho, then Alaska, then the Pacific Northwest. It's a whole thing. You can White Dwayne Comedy on Instagram or DwayneWhiteComedy.com. You can see the schedule. So that's the best place to check it out. But getting busy.
Beautiful, man. I love it. So I'm sure you're gonna have people's dentures fly out their mouth as you're saying something. One of them might land on stage next.
I want to kill someone. I want someone to die laughing at the show. I've had people die after a show, but I've never had anyone die.
Wait, have you really had someone die after a show?
Yeah, this is such a sad thing. I don't want to end on this.
No, wait, stop. Tell the story. Go ahead.
There was someone that we knew came to a show in Illinois last year, and unfortunately had an accident on the way home and passed away.
So that nothing to do with the comedy. That's
had nothing to do with the comedy. So it just had to do mostly with deer and cold weather. But it was for I want someone to laugh so hard they have a heart attack. This is not a good closer, Dwayne.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
No, you're right. Rest in peace.
I want to edit this in post, and there is no post. I regret my actions and the comments that I've just made. I would just like to say that's not who I am as a person.
I feel like
what other patent lines you should say when you apologize? Huh?
I feel like this is the second time we've had to end on an apology. Last time something happened, I remember we're like, we shouldn't be saying this as well.
Yeah.
That's our closer with Kyndra.
I'd like to remind everybody I do comedy for a living. I'm not. Please don't cancel me.
They're not. Who cares? Like that's what
they got to know who I am to cancel me. That's fine.
It doesn't matter.
I am rooting for you to kill somebody with laughs, though, Dwayne. That would be a fun story.
I don't know if I'd get invited back though. That'd be the bad part. Like,
if you were trying to kill them, like if they were on the precipice.
Well, I just did it, so it's premeditated.
Yeah, just don't be premeditated. If it happens, it happens.
Oh, I will say I'm not. If I'm not funny, I will say I did it so that I don't kill someone.
Yeah, I like that.
Ready to end this thing, Kyndra?
Yeah, that's it. We're done. All right. Well, this has been a great episode of Kyndra's Corner. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. We're out.